Resident Evil 3 is a lot lighter on puzzles than its predecessor, but there are a ton of optional locked doors hidden around Raccoon City, and seeing as Jill is the master of unlocking, it's time for us to track them down. There's many different kind of locks in RE3. There's safes, lockers, chests, chains, and even more, so instead of making things too complicated, we'll just list them in chronological order. Anyway, let's get hunting. Our very first lock is a safe downtown in a building near the pharmacy. Now this is a mouthful. Our only clue is the Aquacure Queen knows the code. I can't say that sentence. The Aquacure Queen. And if we venture towards the pharmacy, she spells it right out for us. So to open the safe, the combination is left 9 times, right 1 time, and then left again 8 times. So that's 1 down. That's really all we can do at the start of the game, so progress the story forwards until we get the bolt cutters. From here we can go back and get a few more locks. Just down the street there's 2 stores. One needs a lockpick and the other needs the bolt cutters, which thankfully we have. This is where you'll find one of the 3 gems, and if you want all of them, we have a separate guide for you. And if you go back even further towards the donut shop, you'll find a lock gate in an alleyway. Careful of the zombies though, especially the one behind you. But for your troubles, you'll find some shotgun ammo. But we don't have a shotgun. Aha! If we go through a nearby building back where you found the fire hose, inside there's a shotgun behind a bolted lock. Alright, that's all we can do for now, so go back to where you found the bolt cutters and progress the story. If you keep going forwards, you'll eventually come across the lockpick. Now we could use this to continue pushing the story onward, or we can go back again. If you go back in the nearby building and head down the stairs, you'll find a locker to test your new lockpick on. There's another locker nearby too. The safe house where we found the bolt cutters has a locker right next to the item box. Remember the shop from earlier? Well, just across the road we have an Ash Paulson Paradise, a Mega Man toy store. If we go just a little further back to the subway station but staying in the downtown area, you'll find a briefcase on the table that needs some jamming open. And it's time to go inside the donut store this time, as a locker right at the end can be opened with a lockpick. Okay, now head back again to where you found the shotgun, and I know this is the second time, but there's a locker in this room too that needs the lockpick. And very nearby in the subway control room, there's a little briefcase on the right. Jam that open, and that's everything in the downtown area unlocked. So go back and progress the story, and the rest of the game doesn't really have this back and forth, so it's pretty easy going from here on in. We're actually at a point where the bolt cutters have no further use, so if you want to, just get rid of them now. The sewers only have 1 door to open, so find your way to this room over here and just jam this door open with a lockpick. And that's it for now. Time to get out of the sewers, and there's not much to open for a little while. We open up the alleyway next to Kendo's shop as part of the story, but just after that you'll travel through a house. Alright, in this house, take care of the zombie with the big bulging head and make your way upstairs. There's only 1 room up here, so you can't really get lost, but on the table, there's a briefcase ready to be opened. And again, that's it for this area. There's nothing more until the RPD. A lot of the puzzles here are the exact same as Resident Evil 2, but there's a few special boxes we can open using a stars card, and thankfully Brad Vickers is going to give us one whether he likes it or not. Sorry Brad. The first one is in the room immediately to your left when you enter the RPD, and the room you go to push the story forward. There's another in the west office on the table facing you as you enter the room. But don't leave this area. There's a safe in the very same room just around the corner, and the combination is left 9, right 15, and finally left 7. On the very top floor of the RPD where you find a key, you'll also find a locker. The combination for this is DCM. If you're having trouble, think DMC for Devil May Cry, but don't put that in, put DCM in. And just downstairs in the locker room, you'll find a lock with a combination of CAP, for Captain Toad, or Capcom. Now I don't think this one works towards the achievement, but if you want to make sure you have everything, then in the weaponry room, open the lockers 109, 106, and 104. You need 104 anyway for the battery. And finally, the STARS office has a box you can open using the STARS card. After that, you can get rid of the card, there's no further use. Alright, we're in the final area to unlock things now. There's not a great deal we can do as Carlos, but up in the nurse's station there's a safe. The combination is left 9 times and right 3 times. And finally, there's an optional room you can open with the ID card, and this is a key item for the story, so you'll get it anyway. This just has a bunch of ammo and herbs in. Handy room. But we're not done with this area. Play through the story normally until Carlos' section is over. We then take control of Jill. Now the game's progression wants you to go through this locked door, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go back and explore the hospital using Jill's lockpick. The first thing we can do is open this briefcase down by the courtyard on the first floor. Now be careful with this one. There's a locker in the emergency entrance, but be careful because a hunter that wasn't here before is now waiting for you. Upstairs we'll find another locker guarded by some zombies who were previously dead, so mind them. And breathe easy, this is the final one. The linen room has a padlocked locker over here. And for all this, you'll be rewarded with the Master of Unlocking trophy. I hope you guys found this helpful, and for a lot more Resident Evil 3 guides, including where to find the Magnum and where to find the jewels, be sure to subscribe to GameXplain. Until next time, bye!